Are they busing the tractors?
What was nice is coffee is free. This is nice, isn't it? Contribution to the Belgium. Well, this is probably the old border, isn't it?
Yeah.
Border crossing point.
Yeah, that's all crossing, isn't it?
In vicinity.
They've left the area.
After 300 meters, turn right, Tielteweg. Then, you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
Red brick building.
Turn right onto Tielteweg.
Turn right, then, you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
What sort of... Just down there. There's a
Yeah, but it's
sign.
got no. There's no entry sign.
No.
Is that right?
Pedestrians in vicinity.
They would have stopped this one. That looked temporary, like they could move it.
In 300 meters, your destination will be on the
There's a
left.
tractor moving down here.
After 250 meters, you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
Tractor fest.
Are they busing the tractors? Good.
Why's she staring at me like that?
You have reached your destination, Tielteweg. It is on your left.
Destination is on the left.
Right. Welcome.
What's your name on that?
Should we just park up and then ask? Right. So there's a dog at the end. There's dogs in it. There's a golden retriever there. I think she's waiting to push it. This one?
Yeah.
6.
Or 5?
No, I think 6 is better.
Is it?
Yes. Because there's a bit more gap. But they were reading something up there, so. But they're drinking beer outside. So a neo-Gothic chapel built in
1864.
1864 for reasons that aren't quite clear.
They were consecrated.
You can bring the dogs up if you want. There's another dog here. I'm not sure the translation's right. It says there's hidden tattoos on the building.
Light candles or buy a candle.
Just hold the dog, there's some bikes and things coming. Left behind the campsite, behind Gustav, is blue, and then take the first left. So there's a private gate at the back, so we can get back in that way or come out that way tomorrow if we wanted to. And there's Gustav. So we're doing just a short walk just to give the dog something to settle, which is probably better than walking on the road because we've nearly been hit by several bikes going at full speed. It's quite fast along there for bikes. They're sort of racing along there. So this is the bottom of the site. Their pond and their petang and the cafe over there. What was nice is coffee is free. You just need to bring your own cup by the sounds of it. I think that's what they said.
Yes, it's what he said. He spoke in English, Chris.
Yeah, but I don't know, is that what they meant?
Yes.
So I went and got my mug, but you said they had cups.
Well, they might have had coffee or something different.
So we're using this site just to have a day's rest on our way up to Bruges. It was about 3 hours to get here, and it's an hour to get to the vet at Bruges, and then we'll be staying at the Air. Very reasonable rates. This was with electric, 28 for the 2 days. Would have been cheaper if you didn't have the electric. In fact, I think when I booked we weren't going to have the electric, but it's so cheap we might as well. That's the way I think we were going to go back. I think we're taking a wrong turn. It looked like it's signpost down here, but when you get down to the bit which should take you down to the road, it's all boggy. Path comes down to here. It doesn't go through the wood, does it? So we've arrived at, which is a Belgium campsite developed particularly for motorhomes, by motorhomers as far as I can understand. And it's on the edge of a little forest. Yesterday lots of people arrived, take their horses through the forest and cycle around here, in fact, and lots of walkers. It was a hive of activity.
Lots of families.
Lots of families, and that was Sunday. And today, that's the cafe that we went up yesterday. It's just really quiet. It's about 9:30. Taking the dogs for a walk. We're just going to walk up to a windmill at the end. Now we know it's not open because apparently it's only open on a Sunday afternoon. If Rachel looks like she's hobbling a bit, blame the sprocket. What happened?
I was reading my book. She saw a dog on the other side of the fence, pulled to get to the dog. I didn't want her to let her go because you could get through the fence, and she pulled me and the chair over, and I landed in the water bowl.
Shouldn't laugh really. She went over in sort of in slow motion. I didn't have time to grab the camera, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it was just the fact you landed on the metal water bowl.
Actually, I think
You
it's
might
my
hurt
arm
yourself.
that hurts the most.
Today is just a chill day, reading books and just chilling out before we head off to Bruges tomorrow to get Pickle her pet passport and to get me a chocolate covered waffle like last time. So yesterday we looked at a tiny chapel outside the campsite. We've just walked up the road, there's another small chapel. It's interesting how you've got one down there and you've got one here.
That one was more ornate down there.
Yeah. I wonder what the sort of history of that is. So we've just walked up to the windmill. So we've gone past the windmill, which is behind us now, and approaching what looks like an old school. Doesn't look like it's open, I don't know. But there's another chapel. This is nice, isn't it? Is that a contribution towards Lord's?
Might be. Well, that's newly done.
Yeah.
There's garden back the Stations of the Cross.
Oh, we're doing the Stations of the Cross in reverse. Oh yeah, number 3 coming up. Number 2. Number 1. We must have quite a number of people come here because of the size of the benches.
Yes.
The site has emptied quite a lot now the weekend is finished. So we've got the information room, drive over waste, bins, Elson Point on this side and fresh water on the other side. Fresh water has got a bit of a sawn off hose. I obviously just took that off, we've got a hose lock connection, so that was fine. But recycling, they've obviously been drinking quite a lot on this site, and your normal waste there. And Nelson has got a flush too. So we've got a good information room, all sorts of things, got a map. Very nicely done. And you can hire scooters from their neighbours. If you haven't got dogs, that might be useful. Just all very nicely done. My only criticism would be I could do with a little bit in English, but I don't think they get that many English visiting. Although it do look like they've had some YouTubers here. Oh, what's that? Fancy seeing those there. A cafe there where you can sit outside. They've got drinks, beers, cream cakes, etc. in there. And on an afternoon, if you take your cup over, they've got free coffee. So we did that as soon as we arrived. And we're now set up, have a read outside, thinking of getting the Caddock out for lunch. So we're exploring the forest behind the campsite, we came out the private gate, and then we did an immediate right turn behind the houses, and then that's brought us up to this area here. And now we're just winging it. But if you look on Google Maps, it's like this forest is a big square, and then there's nothing around it, so it's obviously a place that people come to walk and see the nature. Can we get across there? Because that's water and mud by the looks of it. Go, jump. No, you're meant to jump, not go through it. Right, Spark.
I did jump. It looks to me like they're redirecting the water.
You think?
Yeah.
We're coming up to a road, and I did see a car come down here. So we're going to hang a left. On Google Maps, I think this will take us down to where there's an ice cream place, which looks quite good on Google Maps. But then I looked at the reviews a couple of days ago, and they were really bad. So we're not going to bother with that. Right, find our way onto the road. Go. I think the fence was just to stop cars going off onto the grass.
It's a bit like we live, isn't it, with wetland?
Yeah. Did you hear a woodpecker?
Yes.
That brings to an end this short stay here at this lovely campsite in this part of Belgium. And tomorrow we are making our way to Bruges, where we're going to go straight to the vets in the morning, which is about 35 minutes drive. Get both dogs are going to get wormed. Pickle will have a 3-year rabies jab and get her EU passport. And then we're going to hopefully get into the Bruges air and then go into Bruges for the afternoon. Now I'm looking forward to going to the Tintin shop and having a waffle with chocolate on it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're going to leave you with some drone footage of the campsite and the surrounding area.